My top 10 GameCube games on Hyperspin. On this occasion, we present a top 10 with the best GameCube games on Hyperspin, and also, followed by this we will show you a list of emulators that Hyperspin uses for this console. Before starting the video, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's begin. 10. Skies of Arcadia Legends. The story centers on a group of air pirates, who meet a girl who must search for some lunar crystals in order to save the world from its destruction. You will have to travel around the world, which is made up of islands floating in the air, to go looking for the long-awaited crystals, since the value an army. The bad guys are also looking for the same thing as you. It has adolescents as protagonists, although not in its entirety. At the head of the cast is Vice, a daredevil pirate who belongs to the group of blue bandits. Unlike the black pirates, raiding defenseless ships is not in the vein of bandits who prefer to hunt for lost treasure and pester the Imperial Navy whenever they get the chance. During an expedition, Vice and Ika, best friends, rescue Fina, a mysterious girl who seems to come from another world. 9. Resident Evil 4. Behind you, stupid! It was a remembered warning among the fans of this game, launched back in 2005, by the Capcom company. Resident Evil 4 was set in an isolated town in Europe, more precisely in a village in Spain. Affected by a mutagenic virus spread by Umbrella after the accident in Raccoon City. The story is about a survivor of the virus, Leon Kennedy, now an agent working for the United States government, who travels to said European town with the mission of rescuing the president's daughter. 8. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It is the fifth installment of the saga and the first game with 3D graphics in the series. The game takes place in the Kingdom of Hyrule. A young man named Link embarks on a quest to prevent the main villain of the Ganondorf saga from obtaining the legendary Triforce, a magical relic of omnipotent power. An event foretold by the Princess Zelda prophecy. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Ganondorf successfully obtains part of the Triforce. Traveling back and forth in time using the mythical Master Sword, Link must gather the 6 medallions needed to defeat Ganondorf and restore peace to Hyrule. 7. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. During a training mission at Shadow Moses in February 2005, at a nuclear weapons facility, on a remote island off the coast of Alaska, the new generation of Foxhound Special Forces rebelled against the United States government, under the command of Liquid Snake. His target, the new advanced weapon Metal Gear REX. His demand, the body of the greatest soldier who ever lived, Big Boss. In response, Solid Snake, a former member of the unit, is called out of retirement to face this threat. 6. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. The game is made up of 2 parallel stories. The player has the option to choose which story they wish to play, at any time. The Hero story stars Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, while the Dark story stars Shadow, Rouge, and Dr. Eggman. Both stories are analogous, and develop in parallel, the events of both being essential to understand the overall plot of the game. The 2 stories continually intersect, leading to clashes and other events between the heroes and the Dark. Each character in the Hero story has similar characteristics to their respective character in the Dark story. 5. X-Men Legends 2: Rise of Apocalypse. When Apocalypse kidnaps Professor X and Polaris, the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants team up to save them. It presents the epic story of an uneasy alliance between the X-Men and the hated Brotherhood, in a fight to reclaim Earth from the clutches of Apocalypse. In this game you can appreciate many superpowers and customization capabilities, plus if this were not enough, the debut of several new playable characters. more than 100 different types of enemies and an impressive variety of real-world and exotic environments from the Temple of Madrid to Egypt. 4. Resident Evil 2. The plot of the game begins with the arrival of Claire and Leon in the city. There they intend to go to the police station. Claire in search of her brother, Leon, to join the police. On the way, they are forced to separate to meet again at the police station. There, finding practically no one alive, they will be forced to escape from the city. During their escape, they will learn about the atrocities created by Umbrella and their scientists, and will come face to face with one of the most horrific creations known to man. 3. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. In the middle of the burning sands of ancient Persia, a legend circulates in an ancient language. It tells of a time passed on by blood and ruled by deceit. A magical dagger attracted a young prince who took it with him to unleash a deadly evil on a beautiful kingdom. Aided by the deceptions of a seductive princess and the sheer powers of the sands of time, the prince begins a harrowing quest to reclaim the palace of the damned and restore peace to his lands. 2. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi had won a mansion in a contest he had not entered. He tells Mario, and the two agreed to meet at the mansion. When Luigi arrives, he realizes that Mario is missing and decides to look for him in the mansion, but the mansion was full of ghosts. When a ghost was about to attack Luigi, Professor Elvin Gadd appears and saves him. Then more ghosts appear and the two leave the mansion. In Professor Elvin Gadd's laboratory, he tells Luigi that this mansion had appeared a few days ago and that it wasn't real. He also mentions that someone with a red cap had entered the mansion, and Luigi tells him that that was his brother Mario. Then Elvin Gadd trains Luigi so that he can rescue Mario with his inventions, the Poltergust 3000 and the Game Boy Horror. 1. Mario Kart Double Dash. To complete this top, we have the fourth game in the Mario Kart saga, released for the Nintendo GameCube console in 2003. Among its main features is the improvement of graphics and game capacity, coming to have a large list of characters, as well. It is the first game where karts are not used, but cars. In addition, these vehicles are divided into two parts, driver and partner. While the driver directs the car, the partner is dedicated to the items. Above all, you can choose a different kart. There is one for each character, but you can use with your player a kart that belongs to another. It also increased the number of items in the game considerably, not forgetting to mention that each character had their own special item. Since the early 2000s, the GameCube has attracted an innumerable audience that even continues to be interested in reminiscing about the spectacular gaming experiences that this video console provided. Enough reason to create several emulators of it. And then we will mention a list of emulators that Hyperspin uses for this console. Dolphin Emulator is the most popular solution to emulate the Nintendo GameCube, as it comes with advanced features and guarantees a totally solid experience. It consists of a free and open source program, which allows you to enjoy GameCube and Wii titles in high definition. One of its most notable features is that it emits optimal graphics quality and even allows you to scale the image of video games to 4K. As long as you have a powerful computer to do so. It is also distinguished as a software that features compatibility with all PC controllers, offers turbo speed and supports network multiplayer. Dolphin Emulator, it consists of an emulator based on the processor derived from PowerPC, for the Nintendo GameCube. Mainly, it stands out as a program designed in C language, which has some x86 assembly optimizations and makes use of interpreter and compiler techniques perfectly. Thus, it is a very accurate emulator that provides high-level emulation and ultimately delivers a high-quality user experience. It should be noted that the hardware emulation is based on system plugins and is only compatible with Microsoft Windows. Super G-Cube is another one of the best solutions available to emulate the GameCube on PC. Regarding the use of resources, it stands out as highly optimized and very efficient software, which is why it allows games to be moved with great agility. Both on computers with the best performance and on low-level machines with FPS drops. In this way, it is characterized by being a software with remarkable performance and efficient emulation so that users can enjoy an identical gaming experience. However, regarding its compatibility with commercial games, it is limited because it can only run some of them. GCEMU Emulator, it is one of the oldest console emulators, since it was launched in 2005. Currently, the program exhibits notable improvements that translate into an efficient speed to emulate the operation of said video game console, and run the ROMs from the extensive catalog of titles. Among its main peculiarities, we highlight that it is only available for Windows, it is free, and it is expected that it is still incomplete, and this can generate certain blockages. However, many more improvements are expected for a more efficient gaming experience. WineCube is a fully functional option that has long been supported around the legendary Nintendo GameCube video games, which is developed in C++ language, provides excellent graphics and sound, has an excellent capacity to load the ROMs of the console and, in short, is very efficient. In addition to this emulator has a dynamic interpreter and compiler, has a primitive HLE system, offers the option to turn debugging on or off, provides configurable controls for games, etc. It is also appropriate to note that it is only available for Windows computers. Which of all these games is your favorite? Do you have any of these emulators in use? Leave us your opinion in the comments, and if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel to see more similar videos and activate the notification bell so YouTube will notify you when we upload a new video.